Erroneous, what's up guys, your boy McKinley Crain here. Today I'm going to be doing my spoiler-free review of Hawkeye Season 1, Episode 4. Now, let's get into it. So this episode focuses a lot on the relationship between Hawkeye and Kate Bishop. A lot more than the previous episodes have. It explores their relationship a lot more. There's a lot more communication in this episode between these two characters than there has been in the previous episodes. And I think that that's great. I like that, this episode had a lot of communication and character development between these two characters. It, like I said, builds character, and it also just, it's just interesting, it's just entertaining to see these two characters communicate with each other and find out certain things about each other. It makes for some of the most interesting parts of this episode. This episode isn't as action heavy as the previous episodes have been, but it still got its action, and it doesn't need that much action to be great. It does have its fair share of action, specifically, that's what I meant, in the last 15 minutes, where a big reveal is made, which I found to be awesome and clever and just satisfying. It feels like, what I'm saying is, it feels like things should have gone the way that they did, and they did, which is great. And this episode ends on a cliffhanger. I wasn't expecting it to end where it did end, and when it did end, I was just like, oh, I can't wait for the next episode. I want to see what happens. I want to see what happens next, So I can't wait for the next episode to come out. And more about this episode. This episode is just awesome. It's dope. It's just awesome. I love it. It's fun. It's a charming episode. It's got some really funny humor in it. And it's just very satisfying. It's like everything you could ever want from a Hawkeye show, from a Hawkeye episode of a Hawkeye show. A fourth episode specifically from a Hawkeye show. And this episode is kind of like a heist episode if you think about it, because the whole plot is kind of revolved around Hawkeye and Kate Bishop trying to steal back a Rolex that, is important or something. I think they haven't revealed exactly why it's important. I think it might have some sort of tracking device in it or something. I don't know. Or maybe it could be a weapon or something. I don't know. They haven't revealed that yet. But yeah, that's the main part of this episode. And what was that? I don't know. It's what kind of pushes the story forward, if you know what I mean. Which is great. And I love this episode. It was fun. It was awesome. It was just great. Haley Steinfeld is great. Or is it Steinfeld? I can't remember. Jeremy Renner is great. They're both great. Anyway, I'm going to give this episode a 100% out of 100%, which is the equivalent of an A+. Like, subscribe, join the notification squad. I will return.